It's so important to emphasize hazard awareness on the job. And the one thing that we want to do today is we got two gentlemen that are going to help us out, and I want you guys to help me in identifying the hazards associated with the job. The thing that we do so many times is that even though we identify the hazard, there are times we accept the hazard, right? There are times where we think that's part of the job and that's just what we have to deal with. But we really want to get to the point where our work crews are identifying those hazards and doing something about it. So I got two gentlemen here.
The gloves there, Randy.
Mr. Royce Branch and Mr. Randy Cervantes. And they're going to be working on a piece of pipe here, and they're going to be grinding. I want you guys to tell me what exactly they're doing wrong.
Well, we can't see.
You're not there. Hello, can I help you? What is? Who are you, sir?
Stop! I am the Stop Work Authority.
Wow.
I am the superhero that travels throughout the kingdom of Tao, spreading my word of.
Well, it's an honor for you to stop by and share your time with us here at our safety contacts meeting.
And you are, I've heard of you, you are the super safety Tao, Mr. Rodney Guru safety person.
That is true. That is true. That is me. And it's just an honor knowing that you've heard of me.
Well, some people have, unfortunately, sir. What do we have going on here today? It looks like we have two fire watches attempting to do something.
Well, basically, that's what we're doing. What we wanted to do was share with everybody here on how to identify hazards and how to intervene on folks that are working improperly.
Okay, so let's see what we have. Can y'all help us out? We've got two fire watches here, obviously attempting to do a task. What is wrong with this picture? What are they doing wrong? What do y'all see? No gloves. Wedding ring.
Dark glasses.
The face shield's here, right? Show them the face shield. It's not all the way down. Some of y'all up in front can probably also see. Turn around for me, sir. Face shield's not in the best condition, is it? What else do we have going on here? Shirt tail out, handle missing on the grinder.
No glasses, dark glasses.
No glasses, dark glasses. There's a lot of, not with them in general, I'm talking about the task they're doing. There's a lot wrong here. A lot going on wrong, right? And of course, the orange tape not on their hard hats because they're obviously at risk. Just because most of y'all already know that, right? So, I mean, several things going on here. We see that all the time. But do we actually intervene? Yeah, handles on grinders, things like that, we do intervene. What's something about as small as earplugs? How many times y'all walked out and intervened on somebody? Man, it's just an earplug. Something simple, not a big deal. But that's usually the same person later on. When you're walking up and talking to them, they're like, hold on, let me take my earplugs out because I can't hear you. Well, how do you think you got that way to begin with? That probably didn't happen overnight. I don't know about y'all, but I want to be able to hear my grandkids' voices. Now, my wife, but my grandkids definitely. I want to hear my grandkids' voices. And it starts now. So later on, we and our fellow employees out there don't have those issues.
So let me ask you, Mr. Stop Work Authority man.
Yes, sir.
How do we get to that point? What do we need to do to get to the point where people are intervening and having those discussions out there?
Very good questions.
Well, I appreciate that.
Let's hear it.
Well, it is my birthday. I appreciate it very much.
The kings and queens throughout the kingdom of Tao, they cover all things Taoist, have given us this power, have given us this authority called the Stop Work Authority. Most of y'all have seen this card. Some of y'all haven't. But have all the employees, our fellow employees in the field, seen this card? Do they know what it says on here? Are they actively using this? It says, stop unsafe behavior. You have the authority. The authority, by Tao, the kings and queens of all things Taoist, without fear of reprimand or retaliation. You're not going to get in trouble for stopping something to stop or prevent any unsafe behavior. Any unsafe behavior. We need to make sure this message is out to them. It's one thing to go out and talk to them in a meeting and just say, hey guys, you see something, you intervene, let's stop it. Let's take these cards out there in our toolbox meetings every day. Pull these cards out and get them to read it to each other. Foster that dialogue. Get them to talk about it. Get them to actually do a verbal affirmation to the person next to them. I am going to intervene on your behalf if you do something wrong, and I want you to do the same for me.
Mr. Stop Work Authority.
Yes, sir.
I just want to clear something up, because I'm hearing you, but now that only applies to contractors, right? So if you see a Dow employee doing something wrong, we shouldn't intervene with those folks, right?
It does not matter who you work for. It does not matter what you do.
Okay.
It does not matter where you work.
So you're saying to intervene on anybody, regardless of badge?
Intervene on anybody, regardless of badge, company, anything else.
Okay.
Because all we have is each other out here. We don't have anybody else. Our fellow employees out there in the field, all they have is each other. We as safety personnel go out into the field, we do an observation or audit, we just get a snapshot of what's actually going on out there. Those employees out there actively working day in and day out, stripping that insulation, running that pipe, building those scaffolds. They're there all the time. They're the ones that need to be empowered to know that they have the authority to stop something. They need to understand that they must stop something if they see it. It's not optional. It's not a, man, maybe it's just an earplug, or hey, that's a Dow person and I'm a contractor. It does not matter. If you see something, you must stop it. We need to make sure we get that message out to them. It is their responsibility. It is our responsibility. We are going to hold them responsible if they don't intervene on something. It is a requirement to work here, to get involved and intervene on anything.
Wait a minute, Mr. Top Authority man. So here I am, I'm just a member of the crew, and some guys decide to take a shortcut. Yeah, I see them. But it's those guys that are making decisions that do the shortcut. You know, I'm the youngest on the crew and the least experienced. Why should I intervene? I mean, they should know what they're doing, right?
You must intervene. Everybody sees things differently. Everybody gets that focused vision on what they're doing, and they tend to miss things. It takes everybody together seeing different things to have a safe job. It doesn't matter your experience level. It doesn't matter anything else that we just said.
Wow, that's an amazing message.
Think about it this way. Most of y'all saw the video, I believe it was last month, the Ken Green video. And to paraphrase, he said that, one gentleman said, 5 minutes to most people is nothing. But 5 minutes to him is a lifetime. That split second that we decide to not intervene in something even small can change people's lives. Not only that person's, the other people that rely on them, and all of us in here.
Well, I'm willing to bet that everybody here would do that. We got safety contacts in here from every company, and I'm sure they do a fantastic job in their areas. How do we get that down to the employees? Do we need to hold a special meeting, or do we need it? Because sometimes you hold a meeting, it's like they're not listening to you. How do I go about showing the way, if you will?
First thing we need to do is everybody should have these cards. We should have these cards, and like we said earlier, let's get out there, let's stand with them, sit with them, whatever they're doing at the time, and actively get them to read these cards out loud. A verbal affirmation to each other. The other thing we can do is, people heard about New Year's resolutions, right? So my wife always says, well, I need to lose like 2 pounds, and I'm not going to drink a Diet Coke for like a whole day. And that's not really what I'm talking about. Great, honey. Good job. What I'm talking about is we have, like I said, the power to change people's lives. Our employees out there in the field have that power, have that ability. We need to get them to have the attitude of, I would rather lose your friendship than not intervene and you possibly get hurt. So let's make the New Year's resolution for this year for us. And for all employees out there working with us, let's change those lives. We can do it. Let's actively get involved and intervene on anything we see.
That's awesome. That's a great message. It's kind of funny how you picked that New Year's resolution, because that was actually mine. I did do two. I did do two. Where you put anyway, I did do two. I won't say that back though. But anyway, so this intervention thing and this stop work authority sounds great. Another DAO program. I mean, maybe it'll work. I don't know, but I have my doubts. I mean, I think I'm gonna get reprimanded for stopping work. I go out there and intervene on some guys. So, what do you think about that?
It says so right here. They've been given the authority by the kings and queens of Tao. And if they have any questions, they can turn to us. We have the proper channels to go through, because ultimately we are going to hold them accountable if they don't intervene. It is their responsibility. It is our responsibility. We see it. We own it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, please. Sorry.
That's superhero first.
I apologize.
Remember, folks, individually we will fail. Cohesively, we will succeed. We can intervene. We can change people's lives. And that can start right here today. But before I go, something a little different. There is a man among men amongst us. Excuse me, gentlemen. There is he's a aspiring part-time supermodel, and he is just one big giant bowl of awesome.
Is that Gene Roberts?
And today happens to be his birthday that I just found out about. So most superheroes have sidekicks, correct? You got Batman and Robin. You've got, Tom and Jerry, right? So I was thinking about a sidekick name, and with the aspiring supermodel that you are, I figured your superhero sidekick for the day, you were going to be the officially unofficial stop work authority sidekick, Mr. Snuggles.
Well,
Now, hold on, we got to get a little cake on you.
that is really awesome. And it's an honor.
There you go. Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Bobby Wall, please don't be jealous.
We appreciate what you do, sir.
Thank you.
Very much. Not yet. You may not leave yet.
Okay, well, this is
It's
really,
going to fall off. So, if you catch him the rest of the day without his crown on, he must do a safety dance for you. The rest of the day. Bobby, make sure you call his wife. All right? Now, I must continue my travels throughout the kingdom of Tao, covering all things Taoist.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by and sharing your time with us Safety Contacts. I mean, to get you to come out of your busy schedule and from stopping work that is unsafe is very, very appreciated. And I think we owe a round of applause for you.
Have a great day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Wait.
No, you're not going to.
Wait a minute. Now, I watched a lot of TV and I ate a lot of popcorn. Anyway, so the thing here is that these superheroes, you got Spider-Man, Superman, and all these superheroes, they leave in a pretty dramatic, fancy way. You know, you got Superman that fly away with the leap tall buildings and all that good stuff. And Spider-Man with his webs and stuff. You're gonna walk out.
I don't have any webs.
But what, I mean, you can't just walk
I
out.
don't have any webs, though. I can't fly very well.
Well, you got a cape. That's kind of deceiving. I mean, is there something that you can do to leave with maybe a little style of some kind as a superhero?
All right, here. I wasn't going to say this, but there's a superhero secret. But this is going to be between us, right? Okay? Don't tell anybody else. Superheroes, the secret is hip-hop abs.
Come on, Ron.